To make meringue kisses, first of all, I am going to preheat my oven to gas mark 6, 200 or 180 fan, and line 2 large baking tins with some non-stick paper. Once your oven is then preheated, you are going to put your sugar into a roasting tin, and you're just going to heat it in the oven for 5 minutes. You're then going to whisk up your egg whites. So I've made sure that my bowl and my beaters are clean and grease free. I've washed them and I've also wiped them out with some lemon juice just on some kitchen towel, and then I'm just going to pop in a pinch of salt, and we're just going to whisk them up with your beaters on a medium speed until they form soft peaks. So you're just going to stand your mixer so it's 90 degrees in there, and then you're just going to start mixing on a medium heat. Once you've been whisking on a medium speed for a couple of minutes, you should end up with soft peaks. So if you put your beaters in and lift them out, you should end up with some floppy peaks from your meringue. The reason why meringues aerate, or egg whites aerate, is because they're made of protein, so the mechanical action stretches the protein, which is springy coils, and it traps the air inside them, and that's how they aerate and increase to a foam and increase in volume. Once your sugar has been in the oven for 5 minutes, you are just adding it into your bowl, and then you are going to whisk it on a high speed for about 8 minutes until the mixture is stiff. Once you've been whisking your meringues for that length of time, and you can lift your beaters up and you end up with stiff peaks, so you can see at the end of the beaters that they're actually standing up, and inside it's standing straight up with the peaks that are being left. You need to turn down your oven to either gas a half, 130 degrees C, or fan 110 degrees C, and that's when you're then going to get your piping bag ready so that you can then pipe your meringues onto your baking tray. Now that my meringue is made, we need to get our piping bag ready for piping our meringue kisses. I'm not going to put a nozzle in. You can put a star nozzle in if you want to, but what I'm doing is I'm just going to get some food colouring on a paintbrush, and then in a disposable piping bag, just creating some stripes inside, so that as your meringue goes through it, it will pick up that colour, and it should give you some nice stripes going alongside it. Do it without getting too messy. So fold over your piping bag first. Once you've painted the stripes in your piping bag, just stand it over a bowl or a jug, because it just makes it a bit easier to get your meringue into. So make sure it's folded over, otherwise you will lose some of your meringue as you're squeezing it down the bag. And then you are just going to dollop your meringue into your piping bag, like so. Once your piping bag is filled, you are going to pull it all back up . So once your meringue is in your piping bag and you're ready to pipe, get your baking tray with some grease-free paper on, and then you are just going to cut off the end of your piping bag. Try not to squeeze, because otherwise it will come out, and then you might just want a touch of meringue in each corner just to hold down your grease-proof paper and it doesn't fly around in the oven. To pipe your kisses, you are going to hold your hand at the top and then you're going to squeeze down, let go and pull up. So spread them out, squeeze down, let go, pull up, squeeze down, let go, pull up, and you can see the colour on the outside of meringue. So you're just doing small ones. Squeeze from the end of the bag, not the middle, and you'll get more out of it. You won't need to keep on going through it. Once all of your meringues are piped, you need to bake them in the oven on, as we said before, gas mark half, 130 degrees C or 110 degrees C fan for 40 minutes, but you need to swap shelves halfway through. So after 20 minutes, you will swap shelves with your trays so that they cook evenly. And you need to make sure that they are cooled completely before you package them up.